Hola, hola guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Roxanne. If it's your first time here, then welcome. Today I'm going to be doing the ultimate Harry Potter book tag. I don't understand how it's taking me so long to do this. I know it's a super old tag, and yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to do it, but I want to do it now. I needed something to film, and then plus I just love Harry Potter, so why not? First question, favorite book. My favorite book is right here, Prisoner of Azkaban. I didn't really know that Harry Potter was a big series. I didn't know how many books had been out or anything like that, but when I was like 10 or 11, I was at Ross. I had just seen the first movie. That was the only movie that I had seen, and I fell in love with it because it was magic and there were kids that were around my age, and I was just very happy to have found this amazing world. But I had only seen the very first movie. And then I was at Ross with my mom, and I see a Harry Potter book on the shelves. And I asked my mom if she would get it, and I begged until she did. And then it wasn't until I got home that I realized I had just seen Harry Potter. That was it. I was like, oh, it's a Harry Potter something. Can I have it? Then when I got home and I really inspected it, I realized that the name was different than the movie, and that in the spine it said year 3. I was like, oh, I guess it's just a series, and there are 3 books out. I think at that time there was only about 3 books out. And so because it was the first one, and it was my first true introduction into the book world, the book part of the world, it has always been my favorite. Plus, it's when things start to get a little bit darker and really develop a lot, and I love it. It's my favorite. It's the most beat up of all the ones that I have, and I think it will just always be my favorite. Least favorite book, maybe Order of the Phoenix or Half-Blood Prince. Not because I find them bad, just because the things that happen make me so sad. The last 3, I just get so sad, and I almost don't ever want to reread them, even though I do. But I don't have a least favorite book because it's the one that I think is boring or that I hate or whatever. When it comes to Harry Potter and the original 7, I am like blindly in love with them, so I just love them all. Favorite movie, the first one, just because it's beautiful and they're tiny and innocent, and it's our introduction into the visual, into us being able to see the world on screen. And because it was the first one, and because the first book is so small, they were able to stick to the book relatively well, I think. And so I think it's always my favorite to watch, that one or Prisoner of Azkaban. Least favorite movie, Goblet of Fire, probably. Favorite quote, I mean, all the famous ones are my favorite. Not my daughter, you bitch. She needs to sort out her priorities. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Still, all of those very famous one. You're a wizard, Harry. Those are all my favorites. Maybe You're a Wizard, Harry, because I never heard You're a Wizard, Roxanne. Favorite Weasley. Ginny. Book Ginny. Favorite female character. Hermione. Hermione. Favorite villain, Bellatrix, for sure. Favorite male character, Lupin or Sirius. Book Lupin or Sirius. Would you rather A, wash Snape's hair, or B, spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself? Wash Snape's hair, just because I think it would take less time. Would you rather A, duel an elated Bellatrix or an angry Molly? An elated Bellatrix. Would you rather travel to Hogwarts via A, the Hogwarts Express, or B, a flying car? Oh, the Hogwarts Express, for sure. Oh, I love it. I've always wanted to be on it. And I feel so, every time I go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter here. Not Harry Potter World. I hate when people call it Harry Potter World. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I love passing by the Hogwarts Express, and I love riding it from one part to the other. I love it. Would you rather A, kiss Voldemort, or B, give Umbridge a bubble bath? These are awful. I could probably give Umbridge a bubble bath magically, so I'll do that. Would you rather A, ride a hippogriff or ride a firebolt? Ooh, firebolt. Is there a character you felt differently about in the movies? Pff, Ginny, duh. Is there a movie you prefer to the book? No. Richard Harris or Michael Gambon as Dumbledore? Richard Harris. I think he did that very calm Dumbledore that is in the books. That was him. That was his Dumbledore. And I love Dumbledore and the other ones. I have a love-hate relationship with Dumbledore, I should say. But I mean the actor. But Richard Harris's Dumbledore was perfect, I think. Your top thing, person or event that wasn't in the movie that you wanted there the most. I'm sorry about the sun. I can move a little bit more. Ah, perfect. There's my cat's tree. Your top thing or person or event. So many. I can't have a top thing, but I'm just gonna talk about many things that I love in the very first Quidditch match. I love the commentary. I think it was hilarious, and I am so upset that it's not in the book. Actually, you know what? I'll go with that. I'm sure I can think of more, and that I might have one that I think is higher up. But that every time I read it, I'm like, this was gold. This is comedy gold. Why is this not in the fucking? If you could remake any of the Harry Potter movies, which would it be? Probably the last three, and I would make them longer and more accurate to the book. But maybe 4 and cut off their horrible hair. Which house was your first gut feeling you'd be a part of? Gryffindor, but I think it was just because the golden trio are Gryffindor. That son is just but I actually I think it might ask me which one I'm sorted into. Oh, okay. Which house were you actually sorted into on Pottermore? Slytherin, which was surprising but not upsetting or anything. Which class would be your favorite? Defense against the dark arts or transfiguration? Which spell do you think would be most useful to learn? Accio or Axio? How do you guys pronounce it, by the way? Because I know in the book it's Accio, right? But I always pronounce it Axio, because like accident or some other word with 2 C's in it, it's like an X pronunciation, right? So I always said Axio, but how do you guys pronounce it? Because I want to know. Which character do you think you'd instantly become friends with? Jenny. If you could own one, or Luna, because I'm very weird as well. If you could own one of the 3 hollows, which would it be? The cloak. I mean, everyone knows that that's the answer you're supposed to give anyway. Is there any aspect of the books you'd want to change? I would want Malfoy to have a redemption arc. Like an actual good redemption arc. Favorite Marauder? Serious. If you could bring one character back to life, which would it be? Dobby or Fred? Hallows or Horcruxes? Hallows. Hallows, yeah. I mean, I don't want to kill anybody in order to create a Horcrux. No. So yes, those are my answers to the Ultimate Harry Potter book tag. Let me know what your answers would be, or if you've done it, put it down below. I would love to read it or watch them. Thank you guys so much for listening. As always, what is your favorite Harry Potter book? Do you even like Harry Potter? It's fun. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and for listening. As always, I love and appreciate you guys so much. Until next time.